Well, good morning and welcome back to Cityline. Can you tell we're already having a good time? With me is the Northwest Sinfonietta, and they are the little orchestra that could and does. They are amazing. I first was introduced to them probably 20 some odd years ago when Christoph was still with them, and they continue to do great things. So allow me to introduce you to Karen Chu. You are the Executive Director of the Northwest Sinfonietta, my dear. Welcome to the comfy couch.
Thank you so much for having us.
You're welcome, as opposed to welcome to my kitchen, which is where you were before.
Yes.
Actually, Chris Surface interviewed you virtually.
That's correct. This is my first live interview.
Oh, I'm sure you're going to do just fine. This wonderful man next to you, Dion Thomas, known as Neon Dion, the artist. Welcome to Cityline.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay, let's talk about first off. Can we get a shot of his pants? And I usually don't pick on pants. Tell us about these pants.
This is a pair of pants that I found in an old steamer trunk that belonged to my grandfather.
Your grandfather. So obviously, your grandfather, was the paint on them when you pulled them out?
Yeah, they were just like this.
So your grandfather was an artist?
I'm not sure. I'm assuming so, though.
Yeah, let's say he was.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, I mean, so you're opening this trunk up, and here's Granddad's khakis. You put them on, and it is, I mean, you could be in New York Fashion Week, and let's also get a shot of those shoes.
Okay.
Can you get those shoes in there? We're looking. Okay, put your foot up. Can you do that, Dion? Okay, but, hold still. There
we go.
Okay, these are known as Yeezys, right?
Yeah.
And what are they made of?
These are the foam runners, and they're made of algae.
Algae.
Yeah.
Oh my God, never have I had somebody with such interesting pieces of clothing on in the studio.
Thank you.
Well, we probably should talk about the Sinfonietta, don't you think? So, Karen, for people who don't know what the Northwest Sinfonietta is and what it could be, and perhaps have not seen you perform, tell us, what are you?
So Northwest Sinfonietta is a chamber orchestra. So we have lots of traditional classical instruments in it. We have all the string instruments, and then we have winds and a little bit of brass, a little bit of percussion. But at our largest, we're only about 35 players.
Okay.
So we play a little bit different repertoire from a symphony orchestra, and we're small and flexible, so we can fit in smaller places.
And we've got now here we go. Talk about small and flexible. We've got some beautiful B-roll here. So how many members are in the Sinfonietta? Oh, there's you.
That was me. Yep, I'm a violinist with the group. That's all 35 or so of us. So we don't all play every piece that we program, but this is one piece by the fabulous woman composer Anna Klein that we performed with Jeffery Meyer. He is one of our artistic partners, and he's going to be with us for our concerts on October 8th and 9th.
So, okay, so I would be remiss as a feminist if I didn't point out, you are the executive director, but you also play in the Sinfonietta. My goodness, that gives you Wonder Woman status.
Oh, well, thanks.
What do you
I don't feel like Wonder Woman, but it's wonderful to. I mean, I am a professional violinist, and being able to wear both hats is really special.
Do you find yourself thinking about the budget when you're playing?
Oh no, I love playing because you just are totally focused on the music, and you don't have to think about the budget for
That's
5 minutes. Yeah. It's
I love
really
that.
nice. Yeah.
How many people am I looking at who have been there for a decade?
Oh, quite a few of us. So Northwest Sinfonietta has been performing in Tacoma for over 30 years now. And some of the original members are still in the group.
That's impressive.
Since it's small, we're kind of a tight-knit group, loyal to the organization. And,
I love that.
And we all, I should say Northwest Sinfonietta is also unique in that we don't have one conductor that we work with who is the music director and makes most of the musical decisions. We work with 3 artistic partners, and who come and conduct throughout the year. But the musicians have a big hand in the musical direction of the organization. We have a lot of decision-making given to the musicians in our
That
group.
is very unique. I don't think that Symphony Tacoma has that kind of structure.
They're a different structure.
A different
Yeah,
structure. Well,
yeah,
yes,
a little bit
different
more,
structure
yeah.
organizationally, but also in terms of their size as well.
Right. Right.
Wow, that is amazing. So
Yeah,
you have,
it's fun.
so your conductors rotate in and out according to the kind of piece they'd like to bring to us.
Right. They bring different experience, different expertise, different musical contacts, and so it makes it really interesting.
I bet it does.
Yeah.
So what's special about the 2022-23
Oh,
season?
we have a fantastic season planned. We're opening on October 8th and 9th with Cityscapes, which we'll talk about in a minute. But our whole season is called Radius, Music Inspired by the Americas. And so we have lots of really wonderful, varied programs. Yeah, we'll talk about Cityscapes in
Well, let's
December.
talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah, let's.
Okay.
I'm like, let's talk about it
My
now.
Dion's here too.
Yes.
So yes, we have Cityscapes coming up very soon. Jeff Meyer is coming to conduct, as I mentioned, and we have the wonderful pianist Joel Fan coming. He's been with our orchestra several times to perform, but it's been over 10 years, I think, since he's been with us. So he is playing the wonderful Ravel Piano Concerto in G. It's fantastic. Ravel was very inspired by American jazz and visited the U.S. In the 20s, went to Harlem and just really brought a lot of that inspiration to this piano concerto.
I love
it has
that.
energetic, sparkling first and last movements, and then the middle movement is this soulful, lots of solo piano work that's just to die for. And we're also playing a second piece by Ravel, Tombeau de Couperin. And Ravel wrote it originally as a solo piano work, 6 movements. And then he orchestrated 4 of them later on in a different version, and we're going to meld those 2. So Joel will play a couple of the solo piano movements that were not orchestrated, but we're actually going to go back and forth in the other movements and have kind of a conversation.
A little
It's gonna
duel
be-
there.
Yeah, it's going to be a really interesting take. And then we're playing Aaron Copland's Quiet City, and then we're really excited about this new piece by Carlos Simon.
Yeah, let's talk about this
Yeah.
because that goes together with an art collaboration, which is why we have you on the couch.
Yes.
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 How did that come about?
So this piece by Carlos Simon is a new piece. He wrote it in 2021, and it's been premiered, but our performance will be the Northwest premiere. And it's called Graffiti, and it's really inspired by hip-hop culture, and is taking a look at that art form. And
So I want to jump to you, Dion. How did you come to the project?
I came to the project from Spaceworks Tacoma. Yeah, being affiliated with them and a part of that whole entity, it gave me the opportunity to work with the Sinfonietta.
So what were your intentions behind the piece? And we've got a B-roll we're going to show here.
Definitely. I mean, because the piece is called Graffiti, right?
Right.
Which is like the hip hop form of art. I saw an opportunity to like reach out to like a broader audience. You know what I mean? I relate to that. So I wanted to, draw a parallel between, classical music and hip hop and kind of show the juxtaposition and the similarities all in one. Yeah. So, and also just to kind of captivate, you know what I mean? So we could get some momentum for the concert with the Sinfonietta.
This B-roll is wonderful. So this is like a time lapse.
Yeah. It was a great process. And a big part of it was, I wanted to include, the community to have agency over
Yes.
it. Right? That's very hip hop. You
It
know
is.
what I mean? To
It is.
involve everybody to, kind of like Carlos Simon composed this mural. Yeah.
So you have a lot of connections in Tacoma. Tell our viewers a little bit about your background and what it's like to be an artist in Tacoma in this next minute or so.
Definitely. So just in regard to background, in college at Evergreen, I kind of honed my skills in regard to just like art and how to formulate ideas and concepts. But early on, just like fashion and stuff kind of helped me get my ideas out.
No, look how fashionable you are. Yes.
Thank you. But yeah, and you know, wanting to just give a voice to a different audience, and also like allow Tacoma's art to reflect.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
super important.
So we've been showing the website underneath both your beautiful faces this past few minutes in terms of how we get tickets. Who do we need to thank in this last 10 seconds?
Oh, lots of people to thank. Big thank you to you, Dion, for making this project so special and bringing the community into our concert in this really unique way. Thanks to Spaceworks Tacoma, who found Dion and hooked us up for this project. And then the concert, I have to thank Tacoma Creates for the amazing support that program is bringing to so many organizations.
And we're just going to say anybody who has touched this Sinfonietta, thank you.
Yes,
absolutely.
for sure.
I want to say thank you to both of you for being here today and for doing such amazing work in our city. And I want to have you back on the couch sooner than later, all right?
That would be wonderful. Thanks for having us, Amanda.
You're welcome. You're welcome. The Grand Cinema is coming up here. You don't want to miss that. We'll be right back after this quick break.